guys? It is time for the series finale, the fourth part of Sozin's Comet, the final episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Man, one of the best shows I've ever watched. One of the best cartoons I've ever watched. I'm in love, okay? Again, I'm going to repeat, I've been saying for the last couple weeks, I'm going to have a long discussion at the end. I'm going to do a lot of rankings, my opinions about the show and everything like that. So, suffice to say, there's going to be an ultra yap session at the end. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. So, if you guys like the video, please drop a like and leave a comment. It really helps me out. I've got the full-length reactions to the entire series up on Patreon for $7 a month for animated shows. I am probably finished The Legend of Korra on my Patreon by now. I've probably watched the live-action Netflix Avatar, as well as the very bad movie that I know you guys love to hate watch. So if you're interested in any of that, go check out my Patreon. Finally, and most importantly, before we get into the episode, if you enjoy my reactions, you enjoy my Avatar reactions, you're looking forward to my Legend of Korra reactions, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It really does help me out, and again, I would really, really, really appreciate it. Let's get into the finale. Oh, baby. Final time.
Come on out, Avatar!
Dig under! Okay, now we gotta get off this one.
Ever mentioned how sweet it is that you invented metal bending?
Mention it more?
She's simply the fucking goat, dude. And just screaming so.
My leg!
He break it?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, she got faith in him. Suki! Suki, for the love of God, show up! Are you about to boomerang him? He don't need Suki, bro. He's a strong, independent man.
Why? Space sword.
No, we'll get it back. They just die. They got this shit.
He's coming back, Toph.
Boomerang always comes back. The boomerang always comes back. Okay. Goat's doing goat shit this episode.
What happened? Did Boomerang come back?
Goat's doing goat shit. Dude, he's like playing like a sport. Shit, look. Oh, wow, this looks like the sport the Airbenders played with the poles and shit in the back. He's like playing with his food, dude. Avatar state anytime? Damn! Jesus! Oh. Such a great shot, dude.
Come on out, little boy. We're about to be...
Oh, not by the beard! Looking up to him, too? Damn, dude! Yo, he looks older in that form, too. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. It's kind of scary, but beautiful. He's like a primordial being. Oh, that is so fucking awesome, dude! What a visual! Oh my god. Old people time. Ooh. He's playing with him, dude. He stacked him? That's easy cleanup. My god, he's a menace! Got him on the ropes. That, yeah, I can't even call it a form because it's not a new form, but like that setup is just iconic. Oh my god. Come on, Katara.
look after little Zuzu if you...
I know I keep saying it, but she's so scary. Come on, Katara.
You don't look so good.
She's fucking behind you, dude. This is awesome. The sewage system. Ooh. How can you move your eyes? Yo, that's so fucking... I mean, I don't think it's over, but like, that's so fucking awesome, dude. I don't know, she fucking melted the goddamn chains. You did it? Oh, my baby girl. Oh my god, they're fucking twins.
Thank you, Katara.
I think I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Oh my god, I had a panic attack, dude. Yeah, like I said, I don't have any joy watching it, you know what I mean? My baby girl fucking did it, dude! This might be the coolest, most badass form. Again, I don't know if it's not a form, but like of any character I've ever seen, dude. It's so simple yet, oh my god, dude. Yeah, his fire should be stronger as well. You know what I mean? That should be how it works, right? And I haven't mentioned this episode. This music too, dude. I love everything, but come on, man. Come on, stop it. He's fucking gasping for air and shit. It's like a god. He's the Lorax, dude.
Fire Lord Ozai. Others have devastated the balance of this world.
Yes, sir.
The ultimate price.
Imprisonment! Take away his powers? Can you take away his powers? A conversation?
No, I'm not gonna end it like this.
Even with all the power in the world, you are...
Yo!
Era before the Avatar.
I'm speechless.
Elements, but the energy within.
Strip him of his power. He's throwing up the fucking bat symbol, bro. Oh, wow. What a visual, dude. It's hurt my ears, dude. I'm scared.
Bend your own spirit must bend the world, or you will be
Goosebumps are crazy.
and destroyed.
I have faith in him. You guys fucking know I got faith in him. Oh my god, dude! It's angelic.
What did you do to me?
I took away your firebender.
There we fucking go, dude. Don't you make everything... Dude. I can't talk. This is the goosebumps. They're overwhelming me. That is a beautiful visual. It really is. Like, it's simple, but it's such a like a microcosm of the world. Stopping the fire, you know what I mean? My baby. She will make me cry. How much time we got left? How much time they got to make me cry?
You did it! You should have seen yourself.
Group hug, baby.
All like, and the fire alarm was all like,
Ah!
So did you know, finish the
Poke him.
I'm still alive.
To defeat him and restore balance. I took his bending.
I asked nicely. No.
Who taught you that?
I did.
Turtle.
You have the craziest adventures when you did.
well, look at you, Buster. Now that your firebending's gone, I guess we should... The loot...
Watch how you'll fucking break your other leg.
And the Phoenix.
You're a loser.
Sorry, didn't mean to offend
Oh,
you.
tough about roast the fuck out of him.
Yeah. Or how about guys who don't
We gotta work on that.
To us, honey.
I don't know. Watch out. I thought she was about to call her Sugar Queen. We don't want that to come back.
You need some help with that?
Any day, baby. Any day.
You're okay.
Oh, the weasel coming back to get her place on the throne. No, I'm joking.
It doesn't hurt when the new Fire Lord is your...
Does this mean you don't hate me anymore?
I think it means
Yo.
actually kind of like you.
What's going? Why is my heart's feeling a certain way? I don't know. I've never felt this feeling in my chest before. What's going on?
Break up with me again.
I'm having trouble breathing, bro. What's going on? My babies. Oh, the fucking bums are in the Capitol.
I am the proudest father in the world. And your mother would be proud too.
There's my favorite warriors. I have to admit, I kind of missed the face paint.
Damn, he called her ugly without the makeup?
Feels great.
Lee's pretending to be a Kyoshi warrior again.
Pretending, bro. This is my gang.
Yeah, the girl in prison, and after a few cheap walking lessons,
Bonded in prison.
I can't believe a year ago my purpose in life was hunting you down.
And now we're friends.
Let's kiss.
Yeah. Friends.
I can't believe a year ago I was still frozen in a block of ice.
And it's gonna be even more different. We'll rebuild
This
it together.
music is fucking beautiful. Yeah! Come on, where's she at? Give him a kiss. Oh my god. I don't know why there's 4 fucking lines. 3 in fucking an empty spot, but
The real hero is the Avatar.
it's fucking beautiful. Get your girl, bro.
This war is finally over.
Yeah! Woo!
Promised my uncle that I would restore the honor of the Fire Nation. The road ahead of us is challenging. Has left the world scarred and divided. With the Avatar's help, we can get it back on the right path.
What a great leader, bro. I don't want that shit.
Fire Lord Zuko!
I don't want that goofy shit. I'm just so happy. You know what I mean? I'm just so happy.
The new Fire Lord has graced me with his presence in my lowly...
You should count yourself lucky that the Avatar spared your life. Banishing me was the best thing you could have done from
Thank you for that.
path. Perhaps your time in here can do...
Why are you really here?
I want to see my pops.
Where is my mother?
No. Dude, this is... Oh, my beautiful baby.
Zuko, stop moving! I'm trying to capture the... Wanted to do a painting, so we always remember the good times.
Oh, how bad. I mean, I hope it's good, but...
Why did you give me Momo's ears?
Those are your hair loopies. At least you don't look like a porcupine. My hair's not that spiky.
Why you still look angry?
Why did you paint me firebending?
You think you can do a better job, Momo?
Hey, my belly's not that big anymore. I really...
Well, I think you all look perfect.
Shut up, guys. No. Oh! Let me see it. Give me a smooch, bro. This is easily one of the most beautiful endings of any show I've ever watched. You zoom back the fuck in. Zoom back in. We're not done yet. Zoom the fuck back in. Sorry, I yelled at the cameraman. I couldn't let him do that. I think that's it. Yeah, they never done an credit before, so. Okay, well, that was amazing. Gonna take. I hope it's not too long. I'm gonna take like 20 minutes. I'm gonna write down some points I want to talk about. I'm gonna get some rankings and all that, and I'll be right back with you guys. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. I'm actually looking at the time. It took me exactly 20 minutes. I have a couple things written down. I have some rankings and stuff like that. And I just want to say this. I'm gonna give a whole bunch of rankings. You know, where Avatar ranks in my favorite shows of all time. Where season 3 ranks, like all, my favorite characters list, all of this stuff. I said it. I'm 20 minutes off of watching the finale. These rankings aren't completely set in stone. Not only they might change a little bit, you know, in a week or two, or everything settles, but also I'm gonna definitely multiple times throughout my life rewatch the show. So, like I said, the rankings are fluid. They can definitely change. So they're just my gut, quick reactions. I didn't, like I said, 20 minutes. I didn't want to spend 18 hours meticulously planning everything. This is just all off the cuff, okay? First things first, I think I can safely say it. This was my favorite season of Avatar, season 3, and I think that each season gets better and better and better, which puts it into the rare breed of show, and this isn't a necessity to be a really good show. It's not a necessity to be one of the greatest shows, but I really do enjoy shows that each season gets better and better and better, because it's rare, you know. I'm thinking, like, off the top of my head, like Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, Attack on Titan, Mr. Robot, in my opinion. And again, like I said, it's not a one. Shows like The Wire and The Sopranos, Lost. Like, each season doesn't get better. That's not saying that those aren't some of my all-time favorite shows, but it's just a weird little niche grouping that I think is very good, because I don't want to go on like a full tangent about other shows, but like, having your arguable best thing be the finale or the final season makes your show that much more memorable, in my opinion. I know there are some shows that have such amazing like first seasons or middle seasons and then just end poorly, and you kind of forget about it because of that. You know, you think of something like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, again, I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. It ends so terribly that a party's like, it gets tainted. Whereas if a middle season is a little iffy, at least it improves. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, so season 1, season 2, season 3. Then going to all season 3s, again, comparing Avatar season 3 compared to all season 3s of television I've ever watched. Again, this is a very stacked category, so just because it's not my favorite, it's not my top 5, so don't think I'm saying it's bad. It was fucking phenomenal, but there is a lot of competition. My gut reaction, because I did look at my list a little bit, I'm gonna put it 11th. It's close. It could be, so 11th, my 10th favorite season 3 is Breaking Bad, and my 9th favorite is The Sopranos. Again, gut reaction, I don't like it as much as those, but there is a possibility that it could surpass those. My number 8 spot is Mr. Robot, and quite frankly, I don't think Avatar Season 3 can touch Mr. Robot Season 3. But that's just my personal opinion. So, again, I'm going to glaze the fuck out of this show. So I don't really what, did you hate the show? No, I loved this show. The final ranking of this weird little category, I got it, my whole list here. Again, this is really tough. But Avatar The Last Airbender as a whole, 20 minutes after finishing it, where does it rank on my all-time favorite shows list? And let me look at like the cartoons real quick. My opinion's pretty much been this idea for a while now, in the sense of, I feel like, to me, Adventure Time was more emotional, and I felt that Gravity Falls had the best plot as a whole. I think that Avatar is the perfect blend of those. But the thing, I don't know if I can... It's close, man. I can safely say I like Avatar more than Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls should have been so much longer, you know what I mean? But it's 2/3 the length. So the problem with Adventure Time is that it's like 200 episodes, or it's more than that or something. I don't know how many episodes. I should probably look this up. I won't. I think Adventure Time is still my favorite cartoon, just simply because of the amount of episodes. Like I said, and I said it many times throughout my reaction of Avatar. This show could have been 200 episodes, and I would have loved every single second. Everything they did was gold in this, in my opinion. So yes, like I said, I think it's my second favorite cartoon. Again, could definitely change after rewatch, not only of Avatar, but I also need to rewatch Adventure Time. So, looking at that as a whole, say like a Freerun is a lot shorter than Avatar, but I think I like Freerun more. I'd probably put Avatar around like the 25, 26 region. And again, I don't want anyone like... It kind of scares me sometimes when I just say like stuff like that, because people who watch my Avatar reactions are like huge Avatar fans, like it's or their arguable second, favorite, second, third favorite show. I'm not. I fucking loved the show. It was damn near 10 out of 10. I've just watched a lot of TV. But all in all, like I said, I think this show was phenomenal. It is again, I've watched a lot of TV. 25 is a small portion of what I watched, so it is elite. I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm saying. Then, yeah, I don't know if I said... I'm doing my rankings first, and then I'm going to go just into my feelings and my details and all that stuff. I just kind of want to get this stuff out of the way, because some people... I don't know. I'm obsessed with ranking stuff. I know some people don't like it or care about it. I do, so that's why I'm doing it. This next one, I got 2 more rankings. I've got my top 10 favorite episodes. I do not have them in order. That would have taken me hours to do. I don't have them in order. I just have my gut reaction top 10. And then I have my top 10 favorite characters in order. I did do the characters in order. So I'll do the characters first. I want to give 3 quick honorable mention shout-outs. Okay, and first of all, I do want to say this. Like, as good as Avatar is, it's kind of pretty easy to do the top 10 characters, because there's only really like 8 main characters. Like the other ones only pop up like once or twice, you know what I mean? So it's pretty easy to do it, but again, there are still some honorable mentions. I want to give an honorable mention to Roku. If we're including Aang here, my 3rd favorite Avatar, so that'll give you a teaser about another person that's going to show up. And I want to give a shout out. And again, Roku would 100% have been on like higher on the list if I just saw more of him. But obviously, he's fucking dead. You know what I mean? We only see him when he's giving wisdom in Aang's toughest moments. So, I said if he was like a recurring character, if they fucking make a Roku show, I would watch it immediately. You know what I mean? So, I want to give a shout out to. And again, this hurts that he didn't make the top 10. And I know some of you might like lambast me for my opinion here. Appa just missed out. He just missed out, okay? And again, teasers to the rest of the list. There is one animal that made the list, but it's really hard. Again, as much as I love Appa. I mean, he's not, you know what I mean? He doesn't talk. No, I wasn't. Okay, I'll talk about Appa in a minute. If you guys can pick up what I'm putting, I'll talk about Appa in a minute for something else. But I think he just misses out. And this isn't in order, by the way. Like, I'm not ranking, like, the Roku Appa stuff. I'm just saying my 3 honorable mentions and then going on the list. The other honorable mention, and I know this might be insane to some people, I'm gonna say Zhao. I am gonna say Zhao. Zhao just missed out on my top 10. Again, not as in like I'm rooting for him or I think he's a good person, but a very entertaining character, a very good minor antagonist. I really enjoyed. Again, so I think I can safely say this. You know, as I said, like seasons, each season gets better, 1, 2, and 3. The minor antagonist of season 1 completely fucking blows season 2 and 3 out of the water. Like that's something that I really do want to talk up season 1 about. Like Zhao was an amazing part of the season in my opinion, and I quite honestly I'm sad that he got fucking killed off in the season 1 finale. I would have gladly had him stick around as a recurring part. So, but going into the top 10. Number 10 is so I would say a surprise because she was not on my radar at all until season 3. Okay, but May, I'll say her name right, May. May made the list. I really liked May. And again, like I really did not. I'm not saying I'm not saying a bad character in season 2. I just whatever. Oh, here's May. Here's Mai. Sorry, guys. Fucking yell at me. Be mean to me. I'm sorry. Okay, it looks like Mai. You know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, man, yeah, sure, whatever. Season 3, when the real relationship stuff with Zuko started, like shit, like what, like that in the finale with them being together, like that shit was doing something to my heart. Like I was like, what's going on? I did not expect that. Like, she really grew into a character whom I loved every second before on screen. So. Congratulations to her. I guess I don't know. Number 9. And again, I'm surprised. It's just that, like Roku, this is a character whom wasn't like a major recurring character. Like you know what I mean? You know, it's Kyoshi. It's Kyoshi. My second favorite avatar. Again, if you gave Kyoshi a show of her own. She'd be a top 3 fucking, like, I fucking loved her, dude. She had, I know I joke about aura. She had aura, dude, okay? And it's something I also want to say, let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to take a minute and compliment this. It's something that I really appreciate when watching shows. There's a 50-50 split for male and female characters in my top 10. That is appreciated. I especially in a kid show. I love seeing well-written, strong female characters. I know like some, oh, what are you just trying to give brownie points? No, it's needed in a narrative, in my opinion. And this show has some of the all-time badass, best written, most make me emotional characters on the woman side I've ever seen. So I want to say that again, Kyoshi, one of the most badass characters in this entire show. Again, like I said, if she was in the show more, she would have easily been higher. Okay, so number 8, Momo. Again, going against my word here, sounding like a hypocrite. Like Momo is a fucking animal. You know what I mean? Barely talked, but the personality, dude. Like I don't know. I said it. I think it was last episode or the episode before, one of the episodes of the finale. I said like sometimes a character like earns a top written spot, like they're they're Zuko or they're Iroh, where they're like really well written, and then other times you just kind of love them. You know, like they don't even have to do anything in particular. Like I just love Momo. You know what I mean? From the minute he was introduced, I felt the personality and his scenes, fucking kidnapping a baby. Some of the funniest scenes of the entire show in a show that is full of funny characters. So. Great A props. Like I love Momo. Arguably my favorite animal in the history of fiction. Okay, so what are we on? So I don't want to look like an idiot and miscount here. Let me number these. Number 7. And again, I'm gonna probably go back and talk about a couple of these characters. I'm just doing the ranking real quick to you know what I mean. But number 7 is Azula. I really like this, and again, same sort of situation with May in the sense of. Season 2, I liked her. Good villain, whatever. But it wasn't really until season 3 that I started going, okay, yep, I care about the character, or I understand there's some complexity or there's some depth here. I obviously knew that there had to be something, you know what I mean? But season 2, she just felt pure evil aura farming. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed. She was a treat in season 3. She was one of the highlights. So props to her. Number 6, my boy. And now we're pretty much at like, you know, Team Avatar, just ranking Team Avatar. Yeah, sorry for Suki didn't make my shit. I'll talk about Suki. I have her written down as something I want to talk about the story. But Sokka's my number 6. Just missed out on the top 5. Again, arguably the funniest character in the show. I think I'm looking here like I think he is the funniest. Well, Iroh's probably the funniest for me, but Sokka is just there. But it's not just, he's not some like punching bag dumb. He'll say a joke every once in a while. No, there's heart and soul in his character. I really appreciated the arc. Again, I say this a lot about the characters in Avatar, but like inspirational for me. I really enjoyed the journey. I loved him. Like, and he was clutch. He stepped up. He was a great leader. I love that character trait in characters. You know, like I don't just want to see someone who can fight good. Like seeing a pure leader. You know, in my opinion, I would say, I mean, maybe other than Katara, I would say Sokka's probably the best leader of Team Avatar. You know what I mean? And again, I just call it Team Avatar. I wouldn't even say Aang is a leader. I'm not saying that's like a negative. I'm just saying that it felt like when shit was, you know, going down, like Sokka makes the plans. You know what I mean? And I really enjoyed that. Number 5, I don't know if this is controversial. I have the titular character, Aang. This is not a negative. You know, I know some people like they like see like, oh, the main character isn't your favorite character. Oh, must mean he sucks. No, I fucking loved Aang. One of my favorite, and I think it's a necessity, and not a necessity. I don't want to say a necessity, but I think in pretty much all of the greatest cartoons of all time, the growth and rise in maturity of your main character is one of the core sort of thematical beats of what you're trying to write. And Aang definitely has my favorite, one of my favorite maturity growth over is definitely Finn from Adventure Time. But Aang's arc was amazing for me. Like I truly want to say that, absolutely amazing for me. I loved him from the very beginning. Like I said, like that's, yeah, I can even say that someone like Finn from Adventure Time. Like I didn't love Finn immediately. I'm not saying I hated him. I was like, oh, yeah, Finn, I like this guy. And then as the seasons continued, I was like, okay, yeah, I love him. I loved Aang pretty much from the beginning. Very charismatic, very funny. You know, had amazing relationships and conversation with people. I love, again, specifically the relationships with, not again the members of his team, but his mentors, people who are helping him. Like that just. I really liked it, and I especially like. I really want to say this, and it goes along with the idea that like, each season gets better. Obviously, as his maturity and his growth, you know. But like I think my peak Aang might have been during this 4-part finale, Sozin's Comet. Seeing him strive to just find the best situation, but also stay true to who he is. And obviously, not like disregard Abbott, because that's not what he was doing. It's just that he knew he wanted to do something. He knew it was the right thing to do. And he found the best way to do it. And I think that is beautiful. So, again, props to Aang. He made the top 5. Number 4. I love Katara. I really love Katara. If this makes sense, I think again, Katara and Aang, I fucking love. Not only I love them together, you know what I mean? But like, I think the only reason Katara is a little higher for me is just because I feel like she was, again, the a little older, a little more mature, so I feel like the struggles, I don't know. Especially early season Aang felt like a child, you know? Obviously they're all children, you know what I mean? But felt like stunted, like we have to help him grow. Whereas Katara felt, I don't want to compare like quality. I'm not comparing quality. I think they're both 10 out of 10 written characters. I just liked Katara more. I liked her focus episodes. I really like, again, the bloodbending episode and that spirit one. Like every episode that was focused on Katara was fucking gold. So like I said, I think she's my 4. Number 3, it's gonna be Toph. I love Toph. I fucking love Toph. Man, like a part of me is like, I'm joking here, but like part of me is pissed off she wasn't in season 1 because I would have wanted even more time with her. She was fucking, again, easily the most badass character in this show. Definitely, again, it's a conversation between Sokka and Toph. I think I can even. I'm not gonna say which one's funnier. I can definitely say the blind jokes, as horrific as that sounds out of context, are definitely the funniest jokes in the entire show. And again, like, it wasn't like smooth sailing. You know, she had problems with the group, and she grew closer to them each individually. I really, really enjoyed that. And again, like, I'm not usually one that's like, oh, badass. I judge characters by like arc and growth, and you know what I mean. But like, Toph is so badass that it's insane. You know what I mean? Like, she's overwhelmingly badass. So that definitely earns her some extra brownie points in that regard. To nobody's surprise, my number 2 is Zuko, my number 1 is Iroh. Again, I'm not gonna spend too much. I'm already yapping. I'm almost like 20 minutes on the conversation. I'm sorry for this, guys. I just love them. You know what I mean? And Zuko, without a doubt, like, there's no competition. Zuko has the best character arc in the show. As arc-wise, Aang would probably be second. I think that Zuko is easily the best written character of this show. I think that, again, the growth and then the decay and then the growth and then you talk about like the Phoenix King or whatever. Zuko's the Phoenix King, rising from the ashes, rising from his own ashes. You know what I mean? Such an inspirational character. You know what I mean? I love him. And then just nobody's surprised if you've watched my reactions. Iroh is just simply, I don't have to talk anymore about it. He's fucking Iroh. Every single scene, every single sentence, every single look, every single glance, every single hug, every single tear, every single thing that he touched, I just fucking loved. I genuinely loved. And he survived! And he fucking survived, dude! I was so scared. So what, only people who died? Fucking Zhao and Jet and shit? I thought he was gonna fucking die, dude. I was so scared because he felt like I know when I say perfect character die, I don't mean like I want him to die or like, but I feel like a writer could easily go, oh, this will be amazing. And they could have broken my heart and they made me cry, and then that would have pushed Zuko's arc even further. You know what I mean? But I love that they did it in a way that he didn't have to do it. He got a win. He get a little T-shop. I love it. Okay, I love it. So finally, the last list. I'm sorry. I don't know. This probably ruined the viewer retention rate. Nobody's listening to me yap right now. My top 10 episodes, and again, I really want to repeat this. This is not in order, and this was the hardest thing to make. Because, again, I loved every single episode of the show. I would probably say there was like 17 standout episodes, as in like I went through real quick, the list of episodes, and I was like, this one, and then I had to whittle it down. So it's hard. I'll say this. There's only one episode. There's only one segment of Sozin's Comet in this, and that's because I made it a point to only do 20-minute stretches. I feel like the entirety of Sozin's Comet, the 4-parter, is one big episode. I know it's obvious. You know what I mean? It's a 4-parter. Just like Boiling Rock or Day of Black Sun or whatever. They're meant to be watched together. If you're forcing me, like, no, you have to rank them all together, then yes, Sozin's Comet as a whole, all 4 episodes, would make it just in one. But I didn't want to make a list where 40% of the list was Sozin's Comet. Like, you know what I mean? Or I have some other couple 2-part episodes where I only have one specific part written down. If you're allowing me to include all of them into one, then I'll do that. But like I said, my list is just 20-minute stretches. So again, no order. The finale is definitely in my top 10 episodes. My favorite of the 4-parter. And again, like I said, the other 3-parters I absolutely loved, but the entire thing felt like one, if that makes sense. So I feel like if I'm splitting them up, the only one that would make the top 10 is the final one, if that makes any sense. I'm not trying to talk about these episodes for too long. The order I'm going in is I'm going front or back to front. So starting with the end of the series and then I'm going forward. The next one is the second part of the Boiling Rock. Season 3, episode 15. I loved that pairing of Zuko and Sokka. Like, I loved that pairing. So definitely a highlight for me. I loved it. I loved seeing Suki get focus as well. I loved everything about it. The next is going to be season 3, episode 6, the Avatar and the Fire Lord. That was the Roku flashback. And I I loved it. You guys know, like, I love flashback and lore and all that, and I felt like it was a very, again, not only was it, did it hit me emotionally as well, but it also piqued my interest in terms of lore, and then it also had what this show does amazingly, but, you know, parallels and juxtapositions, and, you know what I mean? So, I love that. I really did. The next one, I don't want to say a surprise, none of these episodes are surprises, but, like, I don't know, Season 3, Episode 5, the episode right before, The Beach. I really liked that episode. I really did. And something I want to say real quick as we get, you know, further into the ranking. Again, these are not in order. If this makes sense, like, I was just like, I don't have like the season 1 finale. I don't have the season 2 finale. I don't have like the drill, which are like badass hype. I don't have Day of Black Sun. You know, like I don't have those. And I'm not saying like for real, like, oh, they're bad or whatever. I want to compliment the episodic, you know, not bottle, but like the more character focused episodes of this show, of this cartoon. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's such a strong compliment that when I think about my absolute favorite episodes, they're not, oh, the finale, oh, the finale, oh, the finale. Like, they're strewn all throughout. Some of them are goofy, some of them are emotional, some of them are just character focused. I think there's a really good mix here of just my favorite, because again, when I say surprisingly, like, before I even like pulled up the episode list of Avatar, like, The Beach popped in my head, like, okay, yeah, that needs to make the list, because I think I may be wrong here. Well, obviously this episode is going to surpass it, but I think The Beach may have my longest post-episode discussion of any episode of Avatar. You know what I mean? So, like, you can tell, like, the longer I talk about something, the more I like it. So that definitely makes it. I kind of hinted towards this being in my top 10 earlier when I was talking about Appa, but season 2, episode 16, Appa's Lost Days. Fucking amazing! And that's what I mean. The difference of episodes, like, you know what I mean? Oh, what, one of your favorite episodes of the show is, you know, an episode where there's not a lot of dialogue and the main character is a fucking animal. Like, what do you mean? 10 out of 10. Simply spectacular. Okay, like, it's fucking amazing. It really, like, not only did it make me emotional, but it was one of the, you guys remember, like, I don't even remember when I said it. It was definitely like early season 1. Like, I had already fallen in love with Momo and Appa so much that I was like, I want an episode of just them. You know what I mean? And again, yes, I like Momo more than Appa. I'll tell you what, if Momo got a full episode devoted to himself, he would have definitely made, that episode definitely would have made my top 10. But I loved everything about it, so that definitely makes it. Next one, no surprise. I would say that, again, it's tough. And the finale was really good. I'm not saying that this is my favorite episode, but I think that this is the best episode of the show. I think season 2, episode 7, Zuko Alone, is the best episode of the show. Just like looking at it like critically, analyzing it, I think that was the best. So no surprise. Again, Zuko, the best written character of the show. That felt like his magnum opus in terms of character study. Not character growth, but character study. So that definitely made it. The only other episode in season 2 that made it, and again, I don't know. I'm so excited for this to finally go on YouTube and see your guys' discussions. And I honestly, please, can you make your? I want to see some of your guys' lists. I want to see some of your guys' opinions on this, because I want to know, like, the common sentiments, or, like, again, I know that Sozin's Comet is like the most critically acclaimed episode, but like, The Cave of Two Lovers might be my favorite episode. I think it's my favorite episode. Again, if you guys have listened to my discussions throughout the show, you guys know what my top 2 are probably going to be. But I loved this episode. I can't believe how much I loved it. Not just when I was watching it, but now, after I've watched this whole show, that is one of the standout episodes for me. And again, like this is what I was trying to say. Like, The Cave of Two Lovers is a great episode, but it isn't like we're fighting Ozai. We're breaking people out of prison. Like, it isn't like the most important episode, if you understand what I mean. But in terms of the first of all, humor, and that's something, like, I want to just take this moment to compliment Avatar in this regard. This show was fucking hilarious. Arguably the funniest show I've ever watched. And it's something that, like, it didn't dwindle. It never stopped being funny. It never dipped. It was always 10 out of 10 hilarity. But this episode was 11 out of 10. And not only that, but the emotion, the Aang and the Katara, maybe they kissed, maybe they didn't, I don't know. I loved it. I simply loved it. Arguably my favorite episode of the show. Then to wrap it up, I got 3 episodes of season 1. How long am I talking? 30 goddamn minutes for ranks? Jesus. Season 1, episode 13, The Blue Spirit. I love that episode. I really did. Again, probably my best reaction. Getting it right and then fucking freaking out. I love that episode. Again, I loved it. Then season 1, episode 12, the episode right before it, The Storm. That is the half Zuko, half Aang flashback episode. And again, I've said it many times, I love those two characters in relation to each other, whether they're juxtaposed or they're paralleled, or, you know, they're shot side by side, or we cut back and forth between their scenes. I think that it is such a... I think it is so beautiful to have your main hero and your main villain, you know what I mean, go on such similar paths. I fucking loved it. So throughout the show, that felt like the first time where it was like really focused on, you know what I mean? And then finally, again, if you guys have been listening to me yap for months now, you guys know that season 1, episode 9, The Waterbending Scroll, is also in competition with The Cave of Two Lovers as my favorite episode of the show. Again, arguably the funniest episode of the show. I loved it. And again, it had charm, and it was a heavy Katara focused episode. You guys know through my rank how much I love Katara. But that it has to be the funniest episode of the show, I think. I don't know. That and the fucking, you know, Sokka in the cave and fucking Cave of Two Lovers. I think those are... I think if you put a gun to my head and you're telling me what are your top 3 episodes, I think Zuko alone, The Cave of Two Lovers, and The Waterbending Scroll are probably it. Again, I'm so interested to rewatch the show in the future, because, again, that might change. You know, I might find, I don't know, the fucking swamp episode, you know what I mean? I might find that episode so goddamn funny, you know what I mean? Because I tell you what, well, this is something I also say all the time. In the future, I hope this YouTube stuff is successful. I want to do like video essays and episode rankings and stuff like that. So I hope that the next time I watch Avatar, I want to rank every single episode and then do a video essay on my ranking and why I have everything ranked. So very interested in doing that one day. But yeah, like I said, Waterbending Scroll, Cave of Two Lovers, and Zuko alone, probably my top 3. Okay, Jesus. 30 minutes on the dot on my recording thing. I'm so sorry. Again, it probably killed viewer retention. But that's the end of my rankings. I just want to talk about some specifics, my opinions, my emotions. Real quick, just looking at like critically, I think that the finale, the 4-parter in a whole, but specifically the last episode, I thought that it was amazing. My only thing, the postal epilogue thing, the montage, I thought that was pretty perfect. Like I liked keeping the mother thing open ended. And again, you guys gotta let me know. I was on Wikipedia, like I said, looking at the episodes, and I saw that there was like extra, like maybe like graphic novels or something like that. Please, if there is like if there's something that I should read, let me know. So I don't know if there's like they leave stuff on cliffhangers and they answer them in there, or you know what I mean? Because again, I'll say it again. I know that Korra is a sequel. I don't know if Korra is 10 years after. I don't know if Korra is 100 years after. I don't know if it's 500 years. I don't know. But you know, something like leaving the mom thing open ended. I liked it because it didn't. I don't need it to be answered, to be quite frank. You know what I mean? Like I would assume that she's fucking either imprisoned or just banished. You know what I mean? So you know, and you know they'll meet up somewhere. Whatever. Like it didn't need to be shoehorned into the finale, or yeah, you know what I mean? Because I will say this. I don't know. I would have taken even longer. Like that's the when I complain about something or like I try to critique it, it just boils down to I don't really have a problem with anything I do. I just wish there was more of it. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I really liked everything like in the epilogue section. The only thing I would say is I wish there was an Azula scene. I was kind of hoping that when he went to prison, when Nezuko went to the prison, he was going to speak to Azula. I didn't need an Ozai. Again, the mother thing was cool. I didn't really need them to communicate because, again, I will talk about Ozai later. And not spoiler alert, probably the thing that I dislike about the show the most is Ozai. I will speak about that. But I think that there was room that they could have made room for an Azula scene at the end. So that would be my only like problem with the epilogue. That was the only thing that was like missing. So yeah. listen, the music and the choreography and everything about the episode was amazing. The music, like I said, the music was so fucking good. Like I said, I love Aang, like ripping him, it's not ripping himself out of the Avatar state. Like, what I'm not saying the Avatar. I don't want to use the words simplify. Like they're cool with killing, but like that's the Avatar is okay with doing that, but that's not Aang. And there is a difference there. Like Aang is the Avatar, but there is a difference still. So I love seeing him stand up and make that decision, and you know what I mean. I really liked it. Again, it feels like a necessity. You know what I mean? Like this motherfucker's so strong. I know I said the entire, we'll throw him in jail. We'll throw him in jail. We'll fucking burn out of it if we don't do anything. I like that. It's like taking. I don't know, this is gonna sound wild. It's like fucking. I'm so sorry for saying these words. It's like cutting off a rapist's penis. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dude, take away the thing that hurts so many people. That's what you fucking get. Makes you feel so powerful and this and that, and you're not worthy of it. You know what I mean? You're not worthy of it. You know what I mean? I said the Katara Zuko Azula fight was also absolutely amazing. Again, it was so. That's the difference. 'Cause again, when Aang is fighting Uzai, it's heroic. It's like, oh my god, this is awesome. Like I defeat the bad guy. It's so hard to watch that Azula fight. Like I wasn't comfortable. I wasn't happy with how things were going. You know what I mean? It's heartbreaking. That's kind of why I wish there was a scene after. I wished I was focused on, because I want there to be some sort of rehabilitation, or at least not like I'm all good now. But I wanted to see Zuko reach the hand out, if that makes sense. But I didn't get that. Again, small complaint. But that whole scene, like everything about it, it was one of the most artistic scenes, and from both parts of the finale when it happened. It was one of the most artistic scenes of the entire show. So I really did enjoy that. And as I said, I love seeing Zuko. It's very important to me when watching anything, especially like an animated show that has your funny group of main characters or whatever. I need to see all of them show up at the end, not as in like appear. I mean, I need to see them have a moment. They built up this Team Avatar thing. Like, if Sokka just fucking sat his ass on the bench the entire finale, I would be disappointed. But I feel like everyone had a moment that I was proud of, or I was hyped about. So, strong compliments there. Like I said, very happy Katara got that win. You know what I mean? It's so awesome. So awesome. Again, Katara, one of my favorite characters of the show. So awesome, so strong, so badass. I love seeing her get that. Zuko having that. Again, the culminate, because quite honestly, I don't want to be like rude. Zuko's a bum when it comes to fighting. Like, he never wins a fight. You know what I mean? So I didn't want his finale to just be Zuko. Zuko beats Azula. That's it. It's over. The story's done. You know what I mean? No, he's a diplomatic leader. He cares about people. So to see his sort of magnum opus, his final climactic moment, essentially be saving Katara, jumping in front of that bullet, that makes his entire journey worth it. You know what I mean? Just seeing that beautiful moment. It really did. So I thought that was very well done. And then obviously going to the others, Sokka showed the fuck up, Toph showed the fuck up, and Suki had a moment. If you remember, like, I'm glad she had that moment, because I'll get into Suki in a minute, but I was really hoping that she wasn't just out of it. I wasn't sidelined when they split up. I wanted her to do something, and she came in clutch. So I was very happy about that. The only, in terms of like clutch moments or whatever, I would say that they could have definitely squeezed, like, I don't know, Momo knocking out a fucking fire, you know what I mean? Or Appa fucking, Appa could have destroyed a ship or done something. I don't know. I wish they kind of would have done that, but again, it's not needed. Like, it doesn't detract from anything that was shown. It's just something that, I kind of wish was there. Let me see. Going into, and again, I'm going to bounce around here. I'm going to just take a minute to, I don't want to say criticize. that sounds like I'm about to shit on the show. Again, this was an amazing show. I thought that they definitely could have improved upon certain things. Again, first, I wish there was an Azula scene at the end. That'd be something that I would say was kind of missing from it. You know, like other stuff you could just say, oh, that would have been a great addition. I feel like that was missing. Another thing that was missing, in my opinion, I think that, again, Suki essentially joined Team Avatar there. I don't know, because even like, again, this isn't even like Zuko joining. Like, it happened so late into the show. Like, again, that part, they like, at least with Zuko, they gave him like 5 or 6 back-to-back episodes with individual members of the team to make him feel like a part of the gang. You know what I mean? So it felt earned still. With Suki, it just kind of felt like, oh, I guess Suki's here now. I guess she kisses Sokka a couple times. You know what I mean? She came up clutch in the Boiling Rock, and she was, you know, came up clutch in the finale, but in the middle, before the finale, before like the recap theater episode, I really think they should have added a Suki episode where she, you know what I mean? She gets to be the focal point of an episode. I guess to interact with the gang. You know what I mean? I think that would have again, not that I haven't seen her interact with the gang at all. You know, she was in multiple episodes beforehand, but she didn't have that focus episode after she was in the group. So I think that they could have added that. Another thing, this is something I've said before. In terms of like mastering the elements, I said I don't know. I feel like I wanted a little more training for Aang. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, it kind of felt like they're wishy-washy in the sense of like, oh, Aang, you're so powerful, you're so strong, and then Toph saying it in the finale, like, you still need to learn more earthbending. You know what I mean? Or part of me's like, well, he didn't. Did he master it or what? I feel like they could have done that just not better as in like they did it bad. Just I wanted a little more detail in how he got there. But again, that complaint just boils under the idea of I just wanted more. I just wanted more show. I could have watched 8 million episodes. Like I really could have. So, moving on. And my last thing that I would say is a negative for me. Ozai is not a great main villain for me. He was built up very strongly. So I think a part of that, like, I'm not saying like he's a bad like 3 out of 10 villain. I'm saying that he's like a 5 out of 10. And I feel like his built up was 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? So part of me's kind of slightly disappointed. He barely got screen time. He didn't feel like a character. He felt like a force of nature. You know what I mean? So in that regard, I wish that was shown. I wish he was showcased a little more. You know what I mean? But again, I don't think that necessarily subtracts from like the show as a whole. It's just as good as Avatar is as a show, it doesn't have an elite final villain. You know what I mean? He's just sort of big, imposing, hot, sexy, evil. You know, that's all he is. Again, I'm not saying like, because he's evil. I don't think you can humanize him. I'm not telling you to humanize him or make him, you know, I'm just saying a little bit more, in my opinion. But again, literally every single thing other than those details were 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? So I can't really complain that much. Again, a beautiful ending. A really beautiful ending. Again, it's a cartoon. So I expect a really happy ending. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying like, oh, it was predictable. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's needed. It was a needed ending. You know what I mean? And it was amazing. Again, I almost cried a whole bunch. And again, this whole show, you guys know it really truly impacted me on an emotional level. Like, I wanted to cry so many times, even times like I didn't expect. Like, it just would randomly hit me. You know what I mean? And even like I said, the final thing. First of all, like I'm sorry I had to yell at that cameraman, but I told him to go back in. I needed that up close shot of the kiss. Even in terms of like the romantic side of this story, and again, that's the side that I don't necessarily talk about a lot. You know what I mean? But like, as I grow older, for some reason, I've become like a romantic sop. You know, it hits me. I loved everything. Again, starting in season 3, the Zuko and Mei relationship, like, hit me. Like, I was like, whoa. And, you know, the first couple of episodes I was in denial. I was like, what is going on? What is this? What is going on? This shit is fake, isn't it? And then no, as each episode continued, I was like, oh my god, am I feeling it? What's going on? I'm loving this. So that, and then obviously the slow burn. It's exactly what I said. Like, when you have a cartoon with 2 characters crushing on each other, they're not gonna just randomly get together in season 2 and then date for season. No, you're gonna wait till the end for them to start. But with all that being said, I really liked it. I really enjoyed that slow burn, build up, crushy crush sort of thing. It felt earned for me, and again, it felt beautiful, and a great hopeful shot. Because I would really want to compliment that. And I love the visual of Aang sort of taking out the fire with the water. And I got goosebumps seeing it, like. I don't get cringy or whatever, but like, dude, these Fire Nation, they were killing people. They were killing large groups of people. Like, this world was pretty terrible. You know what I mean? And seeing that hope come back, and not that it was, it's always been there with the the Avatar being back, but I mean, just sort of seeing it actually happen was very emotional. And again, like I said, it's a cartoon. We're not going to end the show with Ozai killing every main character and then killing the entire population of the world and burning you know what I mean. Like, we're gonna end with some good here, but I thought that the way that they did it was very well done. And again, Aang in that form, I don't even know what is that form called. He looked like a planet. He looked like a primordial god. I thought that was amazing. Like, oh my god, dude. He's so... surprisingly so many badass characters. I don't mean surprisingly as like I just realized this. I'm saying like going into the show, I didn't expect there to be this many badasses. Everyone's just so cool, dude. I liked the old people. Again, it really felt like a... Because if this going back to like the Day of the Black Sun, like we got the bum. I'm joking, but like the bum character, you know what I mean? Like we got the people, like a quick summary of a lot of the episodes of the show, and they got to do some damage and be a part of things. So I loved seeing some of the stronger people of the verse get to do that as well, and especially like this show. Again, so many good things about it, but like one of the best things is like the teacher-student relationships and helping others and mastering things and maturing and learning. I thought that like genuinely this show did a spectacular job at showing that through every character, not just obviously Zuko and Aang, but Katara and Sokka had some really good episodes. You know what I mean? I thought that was... I loved that. I loved that so much. So to see them come back and you know what I mean? Because again, a large portion of the show, we're following these kids. They're getting stronger. They're growing up and they're maturing to save the world. But the old guard is also here. So to see them step up and be a part of this final couple episodes made me feel very happy. I'll still probably say my favorite scene of the 4-part finale again was probably obviously the Zuko and Iroh hug. You know what I mean? Again, it's not surprising. They're just simply the goats. But I'm just so happy he made it out alive, dude. He made it out alive! Oh my god, he made it out alive. Poor Jet, bro. Why Jet? Why'd they have to call out Jet? What'd Jet do? Did Jet upset the writer? Why did Jet get killed, dude? He could have been here by our side, man. I can't wait to rewatch this. I cannot wait to rewatch this show. Again, I was saying it in my my ranking portion of the episode, but again, along with the thematical beats and the maturity and the complexity of these characters, just on a simple note, this show was hilarious, like really hilarious. Again, Adventure Time is really funny, but I think you put a gun to my head, I think I would say that Avatar is the funniest show I've ever watched. And again, that's being carried by Iroh, Toph, and Sokka, I must say. But like, oh my god. Those 3 characters, I need like a fucking buddy cop. I need a buddy... Again, we're getting into the very small, very niche complaints. Again, it isn't really a complaint, it's just something... Like, it's not a negative, I just wish if it was added, it would have been a huge positive. I wish we got like a Sokka and Iroh episode. You know what I mean? Like, I wish... And I'm thinking like season 1, maybe like, Zuko finds the Avatar, they clash and everything, and then... I don't know, like a storm happens or whatever, everyone gets split up, you know what I mean? And Iroh and Sokka are together on like a raft or something for like 20 hours, and then they become best friends. I would have loved that. I would have absolutely loved that. But I guess you can't get everything you want in the world. again, oh, and some real quick, I talked about the romance. I also want to say, like, I like the Suki and Sokka stuff. I will say, as powerful and as moving as like the season 1 finale with the Yue stuff, you know what I mean? A part of me kind of wishes it. I don't know. I just kind of wish Suki was just it the entire time, and not Sokka being a man whore for the first season. But I really liked them together. I just didn't talk about them because I felt like their relationship was pretty settled on for, like, you know, through the first 2 seasons, whereas the other ones had to, like, again, Zuko and Mei only happened in the final season, and then we didn't get full, complete confirmation about Aang and Katara till the very end. So, and again, you talk about, like, relationships. Again, if you guys didn't listen to my ranking period, Cave of Two Lovers has already been my favorite episode. So, it hits me. It hits me. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Again, I talked about the characters, and I don't want to. Again, I know I said, like, I'll force myself to talk for an hour. If I'm out, I'm out. I don't want to sit here and waste your time. But and again, I also, like, as much as I want to talk, I don't want to just have like a 15-minute video essay for each character. You know what I mean? We're not gonna have like a let's talk about Zhao's impact on this. No. But I really want to compliment season 3 because, again, being the best season, they really focused on a whole bunch of characters that, not that I wasn't feeling or wasn't liking it, it's just that I was, okay, I like these characters. Now I love, like with Mei and with Azula. Strong compliment there. And Suki as well. Again, Suki didn't get as much focus as I would have liked, but I'm glad that she at least got to join the team. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do just wish Ozai was given something. You know what I mean? Again, best aura format in the show, though. I'll give him that. I'll give him that compliment. Best aura format in the show for sure. I don't know. Is that it? I think that might be it. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I want to speak about? Again, I loved every single aspect of this show, and I'm so excited to watch The Legend of Korra. Because again, you know, and I did learn. I don't know if you guys told me in the comments on YouTube. Again, I'm obviously filming these ahead of time, but Korra was made 4 years after Avatar, so like, you know, 100%. Like the creators of Avatar had like they didn't get canceled or anything. I don't think, like, they had a 3-season plan in mind. I'm so intrigued to watch Korra. Obviously, I know it's not as popular as Avatar, and I'm pretty sure some people even dislike it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm so intrigued to find out why. You know what I mean? Because I don't know if it follows the same format. Like, I don't know. Obviously, we have Team Avatar here. I don't know if we're gonna have like a rendition of Team Avatar. Again, I still don't know the time period. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see any old characters. Because that's the thing too. Like, I don't know if I want to see old characters because the more old characters I see, the sooner Aang dies, essentially. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because I don't know the story. I know that obviously the Avatar sort of reincarnates after, you know what I mean, to someone who's already been born, you know, after the Avatar dies. But I don't know, some weird situation where, like, I don't know, Aang picks out the Avatar in some way, learns the ability to pass it on to whoever he wants. I don't know. I want to see like is it not as funny as Avatar? Is it not as impactful? Is it not as emotional? Is Korra just not as good of a character as Aang? Again, I also got to say this too, and I'll probably say this in my Legend of Korra opening discussion, but like, too, Legend of Korra, that's a girl. You know that some people, a girl main character, nuh-uh. Another thing too that I could definitely see, if Korra is not as popular as Aang, it could definitely be just because Korra is more powerful than Aang, and people don't like that. Again, not just because of the fact that it's a sequel, but again, because people are fucking sexist for no reason. Oh, how could this girl character be stronger than my boy character who I was a big fan of growing up? I hate this. You know what I mean? I can definitely see that being a possibility. But I don't know. Again, I'm so interested to watch it because a part of me, like, well, first of all, I don't even know if is it made by the same people? Is it made by the exact same creator? I don't know at all. But like, if it is made by the same exact people, how could it be bad? How could it not be amazing? I don't know. I do not know, but I am excited. And again, I obviously repeat this. I've finished Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now I'm going to watch Legend of Korra next. After that, I'm going to watch the movie. After that, I'm going to catch up to the Netflix live action. Elsewhere in the Avatar world, I do know that they are working on a movie. I believe it is an animated movie, and I believe it's about Aang. I would assume it's post the show, pretty obviously. So again, I'm excited about that. I will definitely react to that when that comes out. And then I also know that they're coming out with another show. So that very much intrigues me. So I feel like I literally picked the coincidental perfect time to start watching Avatar, because I feel like, hopefully, you know, by the time that show comes out, whether it's, I don't think it's coming out 2026, I think it's 2027. I think, I could be stupid, but you know, hopefully by the time 2027 comes out, I've already I've 100% released all my Avatar and Korra and all the episodes. So again, I'll say this: if you're a fan of my reactions, if you really liked you know, my discussions or my analysis, I will be watching the new shows and the new movies for the rest of time. Hopefully, you know what I mean. I hope to be doing this channel and these reactions for the rest of my life. As long as it isn't a complete waste and I make a little bit of money, I want to do it forever. So I don't care if I'm 80 years old. If there's a new Avatar show coming out, there's a reboot, you come to my channel, okay? I will be watching it. Please, guys, in the comments, I want you guys to discuss. I want you guys to give me your favorite moments, your favorite episodes, your favorite shows. Hey, what's your favorite reaction moment from me? I just want to talk to you guys about this. And that's not just people who are watching this as it airs. If you're watching this 2 years after, drop me a comment. I'll probably get a notification for it. Like I want to continue talking about this show for a very long time, because it was very memorable for me. You know what I mean? So definitely one of the all-time shows in that regard. But I think that's it. I sadly think that's it. I don't want to yap for forever here. I think that's going to be it for me. So I really appreciate you guys for watching this with me, going on this journey with me. It was very worth it. I will see you guys in a couple days to start The Legend of Korra. Oh, real quick, I just want to say this. The Legend of Korra, it's going to be multiple episodes in one, so it's probably going to be 2 episodes per video. You know, so I'm going to be finished The Legend of Korra a lot faster than I finished Avatar. I just think that it fit better for Korra. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be pretty fast there, so check it out. Get ready. Again, it's already on Patreon. I've 100% finished Legend of Korra on Patreon already. I've 100% finished the Netflix and the movie as well. So again, it's $7 for animated shows, $10 for live action. Check it out if you're interested. Again, like, comment, and most importantly, please subscribe. If you enjoyed my reactions, you enjoyed my reaction to this finale, it really does help me out. It shows to me that you guys like what I'm doing, and it proves that I can do more of it. You know what I mean? If this gets 3 views and you know what I mean, I'm not posting Korra. Okay? So I really appreciate you guys. This was a beautiful show, a phenomenal show. I'm sad it's over, but also I'm very happy I got to watch it. So I'm gonna go cry now. I'm gonna turn the camera off and cry in peace. Thank you guys for watching this with me. You guys have a great one. I'll see you guys for Legend of Korra.